Pop up, pop up, pop into
Very nice. Okay, everyone. Well, now I hope you had fun. Being that I knew people were enjoying the playthrough, I decided to go a little extra long today. As you saw, I went a whole extra hour on stream, which I hope you appreciate. Quite honestly, let me take a look, because I have not looked at stream numbers all day. My God, the stream numbers were terrible. Wow, what happened? We never even... Hold on. I'm actually trying to go back here. Did we ever even get close to 400? We didn't, did we? At least from what I could see. I can't see the entire length of the stream, but from what I can see, which is back till around like 3 p.m., it looks like we barely even had 300 on stream. Wow. I don't know what's going on. Listen, here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, alright? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm really glad the kid who moved here to Alola turned out to be you, Darkside Phil. Now get the fuck out of here, you loser. Do you also use ride Pokemon to get around? It is fun and quite convenient, but please do be careful not to get in any accidents. Take care, young trainer. Wow, that was completely random. Can anything be more soothing? The first evening spent under Alola's calm moon. Meow, go get Darkside Phil for me, will you? Then get the fuck out, because you're not my cat, and I'm not feeding your ass. We're living in the Alola region now, the beautiful islands everyone wants to visit. Young, strapping boys, half my age, who are very willing to perform any kind of sexual Wait, what? Sorry, I went off on a little tangent there. Professor Kukui, you gotta recommend another move for me sometime, please. Ooh. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting.
I'm glad to meet you, child. I'm Hala, the kahuna of Melemele Island. Oh, excuse me. And last is the water-type Pokemon, Poplio. Woo-hoo-hoo, Poplio. Bark. Poplio, Plio. You chose Poplio, Plio. Wooka, wooka, wook. No, fuck you. I want the hawk. I want Emma Roberts behind you. I don't want you. God damn it! I was getting stuck with the rejects. Well, I guess it's you and me, kid.
As long as we both have a good time, then I think we can call it a great battle, eh? No, it's about who wins, asshole. And I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yo, Teeth Skull. Ignore us, you motherfucking bitch now. What? Trying to act hard when we already hard as bone out here, homie, yo. Come on and check out this fucking fool's gonna steal the Pokemon and break all the rules now. What's in the net?
I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. An unknown being from another dimension that suddenly appears from the ultra wormhole. It looked like it was suffering, like it painted it. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. You know what it is? The wording is so odd. Just listen to the sentence. Like it pained it to be in this strange place. More like, well, how about you speak real English and say, like it was in pain because it was here, or it was in pain because it was out of place. Not like it pained it to be in this place. Whoever translated this game is terrible. They have terrible diction and grammar, like everything terrible. That's not how a human would say that in the English language. That's why I can't freaking read it. Wow, that battle took my breath away. I can't believe the fresh air. I can't breathe I still can't read. I still can't read. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit. I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that about either the Watch Dogs 2, which I've been playing recently and really liking, or Pokemon. Dude! Complete horseshit. What the fuck?
911?
Dude, he didn't even do anything. Dude, this is complete bullshit. It's bullshit. I call complete and utter bullshit on anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So, I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know? Jim Bob says that at one point we had around 350. Well, I mean, this is kind of ridiculous that I can't even get 400 people for a live stream anymore of new games. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jim Bob, for a $10 tip. It would be like new games. It's one thing if this were like an old game that I was playing, it was boring, and you know, it was an older game most people didn't care about. It's a brand new game. And I can't even get 400 people on stream. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, I don't know. Like, I'll be honest with everyone. I enjoyed the stream today. I had a lot of fun. I did. I had a lot of fun playing this today. He's a seal tard. There you go. The seal tard. It's cute little pecker. It's a little pecker. Look, everyone. Look at the little pecker. It's so cute. Little pecker's been added to your inventory. There you go. Little pecker. My little pecker leveled up. My little pecker has grown. Now, since this thing just constantly sprays its string shot everywhere, what should we call it? Wait a minute. It's a female. Ugh. Let's call her Stringy. Something stupid. Come on, little pecker. It's time to peck at Emily. Whoa. I need to hit this stupid thing one more time. President Trump. It's up to Trump. Everyone start the chant. Trump, 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 Trump. It's up to Trump to finish this fight. Trump, Trump, Trump. Zubat sucks. It really is one of the worst Pokemon. And it's the most common in caves. Yeah, I know what I'm going to call it. I know exactly what I'm going to call it. The worst fucking one. Because that's what it is. It's the worst goddamn Pokemon. Aw, it doesn't fit. No, I don't want average. I screwed it up. I didn't want that. There we go. His name is Nice Girth. Nice Girth. Because he used to be Little Pecker, but now he has Nice Girth. Of course I'm going to call it. You know exactly what I'm going to call it. A jackass. Because that's what they call them. You call it What? You can't enter that word? You kidding me? This is what you call a donkey. It's called a jackass, Nintendo, you fucking idiots. Fine, then. There. Jack me off. It's your own fault. It's your own fault. I fucked up. Phallic guy, because he looks like a floating dick. It does. It looks like a floating dick. It doesn't look like a floating rock dick. But what is the point of doing all the setup for the live stream? Right now, we're at the end of the stream. I've got 230 people on stream. Why? You know, I'm confused. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's the thing. Now people, if I don't stream, people will complain. Why aren't I streaming? Well, because you didn't show up. That's why. If you showed up for the stream, I would bother with it, but it's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, I'm really heavily considering not streaming this game anymore, you know? I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I had fun. I want to say thanks to those of you who were here for the stream, obviously. But, I mean, even you can see, I mean, it's black and white. It's black and white at this point that my daily live streams, people aren't turning up for them, you know? So, I guess honestly, that might be it. This might be the final stream for the game. I don't know what else to say. And I do appreciate, again, those of you who did come out. And, you know, there were a few things in stream chat that were pretty helpful today. So, thanks for that. But, I don't know. I just don't know. What's the point? Being completely honest here, what's the point of live streaming if people just don't show up? You know, like I said, if I do it on premiere days, great. A new release day, you know you're going to get good attendance, right? Or if it's a special event, like a marathon or a multiplayer event or something like that. Or every once in a while if I'm just bored and I feel like streaming, but I just don't see the point, you know? I don't. So, alright everyone, that is it for today's Pokemon stream. Right now I'm going to upload all the videos to DSP Gaming. Tonight I am going to play about 2 more hours of Watch Dogs 2. That will also be uploaded to DSP Gaming. And right now I am undecided on whether or not I'm going to stream this again. I am, because what's the point? So, anyway, we'll see. I'll think about it. Alright, I'll think about it. Alright, everyone, that is it. Have a good night. So, thank you for being here, and I will see you later. Tomorrow, Pokemon will continue either way. Even if I don't live stream, I'm still going to be recording offline, alright? And so the videos will go live on DSP Gaming afterward. Alright. All right, thank you. Peace out, everybody.
Well, folks, I'm loving Pokemon. Even streamed an hour extra today because of it. But attendance was pretty low, so that may be it. Not sure. People say that they don't watch because I'm not engaged and my commentary is boring. But now I'm fully voice acting a game I love, so that's bullshit. As I said previously this week, I will not continue to stream daily if people won't show up or stay engaged. If I am, you should be too. Perhaps we can cut through the bullshit and say people don't show up because the common YouTube reviewer hates me because of use of slander, not my commentary. Honestly, I'm on the fence on how to proceed with Pokemon. I may give it one more shot tomorrow, but that's the last chance for people to show.
What's going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here with a special vlog. Not planning, obviously, to film this one. It wasn't anything that was on my schedule or that I thought was going to be something that I was going to be discussing publicly again so soon. But I do feel that a few things have happened that in the past few days / week, that there's been some developments in regards to my business, in regards to my live streaming. There's been some things that I've said that maybe either I didn't mean to say them that way and I didn't express myself properly the way that I said them, for example, on a pre-stream or on a post-stream this week. And, you know, sadly what ends up happening is when I say something maybe the wrong way or not how I intended to mean it or not really what I was trying to say. You know, I'm a real human here, and I make mistakes, and I can't always express myself in the way that I want to perfectly 100% of the time. Duh! I mean, you could probably go back over the 8 years I've been on YouTube and find about 4 million examples where I said one thing, and then afterwards I was like, oh shit, well I actually meant to say this, or no, really it's more like this, but when I was saying something on the fly, I didn't necessarily say it in a way that was the best way to say something, especially if it's in a way that doesn't hurt people or insult people. That's a name that hits you like a thunderbolt out of the sky. Woo! Or like a shot of liquid shit shooting out of your ass. Woo! Is this my mom's bedroom? Oh shit. Let's find her. Uh-oh, you know what we're gonna find in here? We're gonna find all kinds of kinky sex swings and dildos and shit. Different people interact with Pokemon in their own different ways. I think you're going up the wrong tree here, honey, because I know what you're gonna say next. Some people have that Poke love a little too much. Anyway, some may see them as allies in battle, while others just enjoy sharing their lives with them. Others enjoy close sexual relationships. All right. Oh, you took a shit. Great. Pew pew, yeah. Poo poo, double poo. I made 2 poos. A sparkling stone. It feels almost warm somehow. Oh, a warm sparkling stone came out of Nebby's ass? I wonder what it could be. It's too bad my little pecker fainted. I also could have used my little pecker. I would have whipped out my pecker and dueled with it. Now pound him. There we go. I gotta pound him one more time before he shoots his string all over me again. His big stringy white stuff. Ah! Nothing like whipping out my little pecker. Ah! I did an upper decker. I went to the bathroom. I shat into the top of the toilet. It was great. I love doing upper deckers. I don't think they're too happy about it, though. About to get into trouble. Darkside Phil, I can't believe that you did an upper decker. Oh my god, they're so upset that I did an upper decker. Got it bad, got it bad, got it bad. I'm Hopeful Teacher, yeah. Thunder Shock. Also super effective. It super killed my little pecker. You knocked out my little pecker with one shock. You shocked the pecker. I can't believe she just shocked my pecker. Oh my god. Do you believe that? Who would do that, man? Who the hell would shock my pecker? Shocked my goddamn pecker. Shocked it right off. The Wingull fly and their droppings fall. The beauty of nature, yes. I just love it when Wingulls shit in my face and mouth when I'm on the beach. I open up to the sky, I look up in awe, I open my mouth, I rear my head back to take in the nice sun, and I'm just the wrinkle front in my mouth. Got all over my freaking pecker. Get all this filth off my pecker, man. I always gotta keep a pristine little pecker. There we go, nice and pristine little pecker. Nothing like a nice full swollen pecker. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get my pecker out of here. He won't stop grabbing my pecker, dude. Bill Tank. Oh my god, it's a fucking cow with giant nipples. Oh, disgusting erect nipples. Quick, Slinky, suck those nipples. Suck those nipples. Do it. That is the weirdest pose. Looks like she's crouching over to take a piss. And look who's here. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Dark side Phil, it may look a little worn, but what? Her panties are a little worn. That is because this is my most treasured belonging. What makes sense? Her most treasured pair of panties. Oh great, my nose is fucking bleeding. I'm not even kidding. My nose just started bleeding on me. Fuck. Stop bleeding. Thank you. My wife's at home and she's spread eagle. Whoa! What the? I didn't mean to say that out loud. Oh yeah! And there's what's her name? Manu? Manu and her mud clop, whatever the hell it's called. Mud veil, mud clops. Shit mud. Doo-doo horse. Doo-doo horse. Right. But what happens is you've got people who literally sit here. And I'm not kidding you. Right now, they're doing it right now. As this video is going live on YouTube. They're sitting here and they're analyzing every little thing that I possibly say to find something, somewhere where I slipped, somewhere where I might have said something in a bad way, or maybe a way that doesn't necessarily 100% make sense, or may be something that's inflammatory to some people or insulting to some people. And that's what they focus on, right? Not the 99% of the other part of the discussion that's been going on, but that 1% where I said something that may have been a bad way to say something, okay? Case in point, the reason I'm bringing this up. I don't feel like I'm better than anyone else. I don't feel like, I, in my mind, am better than you. I don't feel like I'm better than anyone else.
Just like you probably still think I'm fat, and you probably still think all these other, you think my wife left me? You think that I drink gin all day, every day? You're an idiot. You believe nonsense because you want to feel better about yourself because I'm better than you. Get it? So you have to make a narrative up that's not true.
But Phil, you say all the time that your videos are better than everyone else who does Let's Plays. You know what? Again, that's just me not expressing myself well. I don't necessarily think the way that I do videos is better or necessarily the only way to do it.
Mine's different than everyone else's, and that's why my playthroughs are unique compared to everyone else's who just does their direct capture bullshit. So, congratulations to everyone who rushed out. I don't give a shit.
So anyway, here's what's going on. What's happened is these past couple of days, I've been streaming, in particular, Pokemon Moon, okay? I feel that Pokemon Moon, at least up to this point, has been the opposite. Seeing new Pokemon, naming the new Pokemon. Give him a taste of the Pekka Pekka. You know you want to taste my Pekka. Doing voice acting. So Cappy, yo, just give up the Pokemon, yo. For all the main cast so far. If it's Kukui, he'll probably let himself in without even waiting for us to open the door. Then one day he'll sweep me off my feet, rip my pants off, throw me on the bed, and... I'm talking out loud again. Oh boy. You know, and that leads to frustration. So what ended up happening yesterday, okay, is at the end of my stream, I looked at viewership, and I said, well, sorry everyone, but, you know, it looks like viewership plummeted today, and I don't know why. Get a taste of my little Pekka, baby. Bright lights and a big city. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Alright, I'm no CeeLo. But as we've already had this conversation, alright, I'm not going to continue to live stream this game because it looks like people aren't coming out for it anymore. Now, admittedly, then, with my frustration in my head, I said something completely wrong, something I shouldn't have said, something that, of course, every motherfucker on the internet who steals my videos, who illegally records my streams, and who takes every fucking comment I ever say out of context to find that one moment when I say something wrong. Here's what I said. I'll publicly admit it because it's out there, duh. And I didn't mean it. As I said, well, it must just be that people are lazy. People want to see my streams, and people are asking me for streams, and they're begging me, and they're upset that I'm not going to live stream. But then when I do a great quality live stream, catch that fucking Pokemon! Yes! I got it! Yes! Please touch it. Yes, down below. That's where I like it the best. Yes, oh, he loves it. They don't show up, so they're just lazy. Obviously, that's not actually what I feel. There's got to be something going on, right, to make people not feel engaged and not stick around for the length of a stream. I don't know what it is. Continental Crush. Oh my god. I've never seen this yet. Oh shit. Oh my god. Because they used to. And again, I'll say this again. I'm not doing anything like differently than what I used to. When I'm engaged in a game and I'm doing great commentary, what terrible thing did you do to get called to the office so soon? Well, you did do something? And I'm actively engaged in it, and you know, Pokemon in particular, reacting to the new Pokemon, the new abilities, naming the Pokemon. Prissy Pussy. There you go. What? You can't enter that word? What? What about Prissy Puss? Prissy Puss. There you go. I want a Prissy Pussy. Then let me do Prissy Pussy. Because we all know that the word pussy is not referring to a cat at all, right? No. Definitely not. I was definitely trying to be lewd, rude, and crude. Doing voice acting. I don't know how more engaged I could fucking be in a game, honestly. And I'm loving the game. That's the other thing I've been telling everyone. I'm loving this game. Chip away is right. I've been chipping away at it the whole time. Get it. Oh my god! Flinched and cannot move. You gotta be fucking joking. I need one more fucking hit. What the fuck? Just let me finish the fight. Good god, man. Two health. Dude! Flinched! Are you fucking kidding me? Every fucking move flinched. Fuck your mother. Seriously. I like Pokemon Moon a lot. It's fun because it's a new Pokemon game where I'm getting exposed to it for the first time along with everyone else, and I'm seeing the new Pokemon and the new evolutions and everything. I'm really liking this game and this playthrough. Like, I'm digging it. I want to keep doing it. I'm excited today to jump on stream and continue with Pokemon Moon. And I'll be real honest with you, I can't say that for every game that I play. There's some games that after 1 or 2 sessions, okay, I get what the game is. Oh, great, there's another 10 hours of gameplay. Well, I gotta go through it now. This is not the case with Pokemon Moon. What? I can't even get around the stupid thing! Oh my god! Don't hurt yourself, you idiot. He did it again! Oh my god, killed himself. He killed himself! How do you kill yourself? I'm very excited to jump back into it on a daily basis, alright? But because I said this one thing that obviously I apologize for and it's wrong. I mean, anyone said Phil just called his viewers lazy. They're not coming out to the streams because they're lazy. No, I don't think that's what it is. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy. Because I said that, that's it. So the whole internet now has to tear me a new asshole because Phil said something at the end of his stream on fucking Saturday. So that's it. So now you got these kids who literally, and I'm not kidding, this is not an exaggeration. I'm not even exaggerating. This is not even an exaggeration.
This is not even an exaggeration.
There's kids who literally every day record my entire fucking stream illegally, which is completely illegal. You can't record anyone's live streams or videos on YouTube. They do it, and they take that one moment. They don't have any of the discussion about how my business is down, how I really need help, and I'm trying to get suggestions for improvement, and one of the major suggestions for improvement has been to cut down on live streaming, and we had this whole experiment this week with Pokemon, that if attendance stayed up, that I would keep streaming, and that it didn't stay up, and all of a sudden it was down, and I was very disappointed that none of that in context. The one thing that's put up, Phil saying, man, these people are really lazy because they're not coming out to watch my streams. Of course that makes me look like a fucking piece of shit. Of course it does. And people will say, well, how's it out of context if you said it? Because you didn't give the whole fucking perspective of everything that's been going on for the past fucking month. Of course it's out of context. Of course it makes me look bad. Duh. But the problem is people don't fucking do the research. They don't take the 5 seconds to figure out what the situation was. Instead, they just watch the one thing and say, well, Phil's a piece of shit. Can't do anything. Shut the fuck up about the fucking bubbles before I take away the bubbles forever. People being little bitches in the chat. I'm trying to learn how to play a fucking game. Shut the fuck up and act older than 5 fucking years old about the goddamn bubble. You fucking idiot. Just because I'm Darkside Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking basis. Shut the fuck up. I'm not taking your shit. I don't care who the fuck it is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Shut the fuck up and eat it. Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass. You're mad. Oh, too fucking bad. Go fucking jump off a cliff. Now I can't see. Now I can't play. What am I supposed to do now? Now I can't do anything. You fucking idiots will shut up. Fucking bubbles. I'm supposed to learn a new fighting game. Bubbles, where's the bubbles? Where's the fucking bubble? You take the bubbles and shut them up your fucking ass. How about that? How about this? No more fucking bubbles. How about that? I'm just not doing them anymore. Because I can't concentrate and act like an adult with a bunch of people screaming for bubbles like little idiots. Jesus Christ. How about you kiss my fucking ass and lick my balls? Wow. Phil is a major piece of shit. To say something like that makes Phil a piece of shit. And you know what? If I knew nothing about myself, and I knew nothing about my 8 years on YouTube, and I knew nothing about the frustration and what I'm going through right now with my business, and I knew nothing about any perspective whatsoever, and all I saw was a video that says DSP Gaming says his viewers are lazy, and I clicked on it, and the one thing you hear is, wow, my viewers are lazy because they didn't come to my live stream, I would hate me too. But that's not reality, and that's not life, right? That's not the truthfulness of the situation. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy. And quite honestly, that's why people hate me on YouTube. That is definitively #1 the reason that people hate me on YouTube. It's not that I said that. It's that some fucking idiot spins it to say that's the only thing Phil ever said. Here's the negative thing Phil said. It would be like if President Obama of the United States at one time was really frustrated about one thing and he made an underhanded or a comment that really wasn't characteristic of 95% of the stuff that maybe Obama would ever say, and he said this one thing, but that's the only thing that was on the fucking internet today was Obama said this one thing. Everyone would think that he's an asshole, right? But the bottom line is that he has all this other positive spin coverage too. And that's the thing is, I don't get the positive spin. All I get is the negative. For years, let's watch an entire 15-hour playthrough of what Phil did and take the 1.5 hours out of it where he really sucked and or was really frustrated and or said stuff that could be, you know, insinuated as being insulting, take it completely out of context of the whole playthrough and say this was his playthrough of this game, when in reality that's not what it was. It was a 15-hour long playthrough where for a good 10 plus hours the content was good, there was fun stuff, I was succeeding at the game, I wasn't blaming the game developers, I wasn't going crazy swearing and insulting people. But that's the thing. Take the one negative out of context, make the video about it, well, hands off, and I got my views for today, making Phil look like a piece of shit. And that's what it is. That's the reality of my daily existence here on fucking YouTube, all right? Now, here's the thing. I want to say something. I want to say thank you to those who, from an outside perspective, see this, all right? And they kind of, like, wake me up to reality. Because the bottom line is, you know, yesterday the stream went offline and I didn't think anything of it, and I uploaded my videos like usual and I played Watch Dogs and all this, and I really didn't hear anything.
You can't understand my frustration at trying to improve but constantly facing negative BS from these shitheads? Review Tech responds and says, you have to totally ignore it, Phil. I know it's hard as hell, believe me, but you have to just pretend it doesn't exist. Philip then responds with, that's impossible. You may not realize it, but I did that for 2 years, Rich, you know? This site you don't play blew up and destroyed my channel? Please.
All day, I didn't hear anything, and all of a sudden, overnight, apparently, I got a bunch of tweets. In regards, it's Rich from Review Tech USA, who watched the video from the kid who steals my stuff on a daily basis, that piece of shit, watches this fucking out-of-context video, and he tweets me and he says, Phil, you know, this video is the reason why people are turned off to your streams and turned off to you as a person on YouTube and your content. This is why people hate you on YouTube, because of comments like this. And I look at it and immediately I'm like, but this is a completely out of context comment, right? It's the one moment of weakness where I said something bad that I openly admit now, I apologize for. It was wrong. I shouldn't have said that, and it's certainly not the case. I don't think my viewers are lazy. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know? That's bullshit. And that was just the frustration of it just coming out of me and me saying it wrong. I don't think my viewers are lazy. I just think there's something fucking going on. I gotta figure out what it is, right? What is that core thing that doesn't keep someone engaged for a live stream? I don't know what it is right now. I don't get it, you know? And so, you know, he said, you know, this is the kind of thing that happens that makes you look bad. And, you know, I appreciate that feedback. But what I wish Rich wouldn't do would be saying that publicly on Twitter, because then what happens is, oh, wow, Phil said that? Phil's a piece of shit. They don't see in context. Again, Rich sees it, and Rich kind of knows my history, and Rich kind of knows there's a bunch of kids who fucking make it their life's work to just make my life miserable. He gets that, because he gets a lot of that too on YouTube. He gets a lot of that kind of hate. In fact, a lot of the same people who hate on me hate on him on a daily fucking basis. So it's kind of weird that we have nothing to do with each other. We barely ever talk. We have like no relation. Even our content is vastly different, yet we still get the same kind of hate. So obviously there you're kind of seeing a pattern, right? It doesn't really have to do with the content or whatever someone's coming out. It just seems that there's certain people that gravitate towards other people on YouTube and attack the fuck out of them. You're fucking felted, bitch. Felted. You're done. I'm just saying. But anyway, Rich sees this and he tweets it, and he's well-intentioned, and I appreciate that he tweeted it, because I look at it like, wow, Rich is right. Looking at just that moment of what I said, completely out of context, makes me look like a piece of shit, and he's absolutely fucking right. And I shouldn't say stuff like that publicly, and that's a shortcoming of mine, because I'm so real, because I talk about this stuff with you, and I share this personal experience with you on YouTube all the time. Stuff like that, that's a mistake, comes out, and that's what becomes the focus of the negative assholes on YouTube, right? But at the same time, I don't think Rich realizes that when he makes tweets like that, especially when it's 5 in the fucking morning for me and I'm asleep and I can't respond to it, that all it does is cause problems for me. Because when he tweeted that, immediately all his viewership went and watched the fucking video. So all that happened is that hundreds, if not thousands, of people who follow his Twitter went and watched the video and said, wow, DSP's a piece of shit, instead of understanding the whole situation, the whole context of everything. So I really wish, and I actually just said this on Twitter, I really wish that if other YouTubers want to have some kind of a discourse with me about what's going on or whatever, PM me or email me, you know, darksidefil@hotmail.com. It's easy to reach me. And Twitter is not always the best avenue to do that, especially when you know that there's going to be a public eye on stuff like that. And the bottom line is, yeah, maybe a couple hundred to a couple thousand people may have seen that video of that idiot who records everything that I do, the out of context, you know, video. Okay, but now because Rich tweeted it, now a lot more people are going to see it, and that's actually negative to me. It actually hurts me, even though it makes me understand, oh wow, I see what's going on. It ends up hurting me even further. I don't think he gets that. Okay.
Philip is on fire here, responding. And let's be real here. These drama tweets only stir shit up and don't help. Stop watching negative spin vids and grow up. So now a clip of Philip's is a negative spin vid. Big ups, Philip. Very thick skin. Very thick skin there, Philip. You mean the videos that come up in my feed from random channels? Again, you say the things, Phil. It isn't allegations. Random channels, it's the same dozen or so kids who illegally record my streams and put stuff out of context on a daily basis. How? Again, they're just showing the clips. They're not taking stuff out of context. Again, he's on response fire here. Not even waiting for responses from Richard, just responding. Says, people who were there on the entire stream understood the situation because it's been discussed at length, not out of the blue. Ah, so if you knew I've been begging for views the entire stream, that would make the ending, when I lashed out at everyone, understandable. You get it? It makes sense. Because you handled them wrong, you should have embraced them, not attacked them. Fighting them made it worse. Hindsight is 50-50.
That's the thing. I remember when I was a teenager and I was going on all these Street Fighter trips, it didn't matter that I blew all my money. I didn't have anything else to spend it on. You know, my parents were always like, save your money. I was like, for fucking what? I'm not gonna buy a house. I'm 17 years old. So what am I saving my fucking money for? You know what I mean? So at that point in my life, it didn't really matter if I spent my money or not. Of course, now, holy shit, if only I had that money. So hindsight's 50-50, right? You know what they say, hindsight is 50-50. There's no way I can look back and say, oh, this would have been better, this would have been worse. I don't know what would have happened.
Next up, Phil, I don't sub to these channels. On top of that, it's you saying these things. And again, Phil is trying to hammer home the point. of that you're saying the things. It doesn't matter that they're clipping it. You're saying the things, right? You are saying the lazy stuff. But Philip again says it's called related bids based on your viewing that's vids. Related vids based on your viewing history, Rich. Not a new concept. And again, out of context slander. Philip would not let this go. Damn. Phil, again, if you seriously don't understand how taking stuff out of context makes one look bad, I seriously can't talk to you. Someone says, it still looks bad with or without context. And that is a correct statement I agree with perfectly. Philip said, it's not like one out of the blue on stream. I said, well, it's all over. It's been a month-long discussion on how to improve. You can watch one video and get related videos for months, Phil. I've also watched your pre-streams on and the context is identical. I've been told to cut back on streaming in general. What this idiot posted is out of context. Shouldn't just happen out of the blue. How? What?
So now to end this video, allow me to explain many things, because I want to clarify for everyone definitively the truth of the matter. Because the bottom line is, what you hear from everyone else on the fucking internet, and what you hear from this video over here, and this tweet over here, and these shitheads over here, is not the truth. What you hear from me is the bottom line when it comes to myself and my stuff, alright? Number one, I am not quitting Pokemon Moon. I mean, yeah, it might be balanced, it might be a drawn-out playthrough. I'm not going to quit playing Pokemon Moon. Oh, I skipped it! I got it! Nice! What the hell? What? Got it, nice. What? Alright, that's number one. Number two, please, I have to implore you. When you see or hear something that I say that seems out of context, that seems weird for me. Phil normally wouldn't just insult the viewers out of blue and say that they're lazy. I mean, Phil live streams 365 days a year. Phil puts out gameplay videos 365 days a year. Out of the 365 days, were there 2 days this year where maybe he said something that didn't seem right? You know what I mean? But that's the focus that everyone's got to fucking talk about, because they got to get their cheap views, they got to get their cheap attention, because they're scumbags. Those people have nothing to add positively to the planet. They don't. Because when you focus only on negativity, that means you have nothing positive or constructive to say. And that's the reason why they exist, because they can get attention for themselves by feeding off of the moment of weakness of someone else. So I had this one moment of weakness, right? Please, when you see stuff like that, don't take it as the end-all fucking be-all of who I am, all right? And I know now I'm really only talking to my core fan base, and it's far too late for a video like this to have any kind of impact on the commonality of the YouTube viewer. The common YouTube viewer thinks I'm a piece of shit, because there's so many videos out there of those moments of weakness that are out of context. You don't understand the situation and where I'm coming from and why I would have been so frustrated or just so overwhelmed at the time that I would say something stupid, right? That stupid thing becomes me. It becomes synonymous with me as the person on YouTube, and people look and say, wow, when I search for DSP Gaming, Phil said this nasty about his viewers today. He said this nasty about something 6 months ago. Oh my God, last year in 2015, Phil said this and this and this. Wow, did you know that in 2010, Phil was on Blip TV, and he made a joke about the Jews and Nazis? This is what happens when you let the Jews do whatever they want. You've let the Jews overrun space, and now look at this. Their greed has had the artifact turn everyone into necromorphs. So now I, the last remaining Nazi, must exterminate them. Oh my God, once ever, Phil made a horrendous joke, learned his lesson, never made that kind of joke ever again. All right, boys, prepare the slave trade. We're selling it right off for profit.
That's
okay.
fucked up.
I absolutely should have not done that joke. I don't care about it. I don't see race at all. Hello, Jew. Look out, there's a black woman coming. Ah! He's black, shoot him. At all, I'm serious, I don't. Learned his lesson, never made that kind of joke ever again. I don't care what anyone's race is, I don't care what race I am. I love zucchini for two reasons. First of all, because I'm Italian. It's in my blood. Italians love zucchini. I love onion. I'm Italian, so I love onion. It's greasy hair. You wanna know why it's greasy? Because I'm Italian. Well, at least a quarter Italian. And repeatedly apologized for it and explained that that joke was actually copied off of the Howard Stern show, which is a completely different animal than what people thought it was. But man, we still got to bring that shit up, right? And that's the thing. People just find these moments of things. I'm not even kidding. That moment in 2010, people still bring up to this day. And it's like, are you kidding me? 6 fucking years ago, you still bring it up?
Hello, Jew.
One thing that happened, and it's just out of control. So this video is obviously not for the common YouTube viewer. I really don't feel that a vlog like this, nothing that I do at this point, would ever make people change their common opinion about me, because there's so much of that take the one moment of weakness, and that's become who I am on YouTube, because I show those moments of weakness. How many other YouTubers have these pre-streams, have these behind-the-scenes videos, have vlogs like this? A lot of YouTubers, it's just the content. Here's the content. This is all you see of me, right? And that's it, and I'm not like that. But at the same time, when I have a moment of weakness, it stabs me right in the fucking foot, or the ass, or the balls, or whatever the fuck you want to say, right? And it really does frustrate me. So please, when you hear that shit, you gotta understand. The one moment, when you think of that one moment when I did something fucked up, please compare it to the other ridiculous amount of moments where I didn't fuck up, and the amount of enjoyment that you got out of my stuff. Because I think, unfortunately, what happens on YouTube is you get this kind of black and white judgment system, right? It's either the person's amazingly good or a piece of shit. It's one or the other. There's no gray area. Now, in reality, we're all a gray area. We're all human. We all have positives and negatives. We don't all show them publicly on YouTube, but in reality, we're all like this. We all have moments of greatness and moments of weakness. And for me, because the moments of weakness have been the focus on YouTube for so many people, that's why I'm seen as such a negative thing on YouTube, when so many others don't show that side of anything, you know? And when I come out here and I make a video and I say, man, I feel my videos are the best Let's Plays on YouTube because they're raw and unedited, and I'm not doing a paid advertisement like these other shills, and I'm not doing the cheap thing over here like a reaction video to a movie or a trailer for cheap views because I'm busy working on games. Yes, I do feel pride in my own work. Yes, I do feel that what I'm doing is good, but I'm not saying that other stuff can't also be good. But when I say stuff like that, people take it that way because it kind of sounds like that, even though that's not what I mean. I don't always express myself the right way, and people take that shit and say, oh, you're so elitist and you're so fucking up in your high castle of, you know, your ego, and you don't understand that you're not the best thing on YouTube. No fucking shit. Like, of course I know I'm not the best thing on YouTube, right? Now, I don't think that the things that are popular on YouTube are necessarily the best things on YouTube either. If anyone can figure that shit out, that's what I need to fucking know, all right? I don't need to hear the one moment of weakness where I insulted I insulted people because I was fucking so frustrated about stuff, and obviously I'm an idiot for saying that, and I apologize for it. That doesn't help. And I think that's these idiots who they think that we're just exposing Phil and we're making him see who he really is so that he'll improve. That doesn't make me improve, you idiot. Putting a one out of context video on the internet doesn't fucking help me improve. Are you that stupid? Yeah, you all must be. Because that only kills me. All you're going to do is make me completely be destroyed and never be able to make a video again that anyone would ever want to watch. Because every time they search for DSP or DSP Gaming, they see, Phil insulted his viewer base, says they're lazy. Phil made a Nazi joke. Phil did this, Phil did that. And they see these, 30, 40 occurrences over an 8-year span that make me look nasty. And of course, this is how you don't play videos, rather than, the 40,000 fucking great gameplay videos that I've put up on the internet, the hundreds of reviews that I've put up on the internet. So anyway, to conclude, thanks for listening. Had to get this off my chest. I apologize for being stupid and being human and saying dumb things every once in a while. Understand that's not the end-all be-all of who I am, okay? I would hope that at least there's enough intelligent people when you see something like that, you say, now wait a minute. Phil's been around for 8 years. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't just fucking say stuff like that all the time. And, I want to get to the bottom of this. And someone like Rich from ReviewTech USA, right? He sees it and he's like, now wait a minute. Now Phil wouldn't just say this all the time and this is bad. And then he tweets about it. And that's good, but it's also bad. You got something to say, anyone, and I mean this, send me an email, darksidephil@hotmail.com. You can PM me on Twitter, which I think you can send PMs. I don't even know. There's multiple ways you can reach me without making shit public like that. You know what I mean? Because all it's going to do is just incense more people, right? Because now, even though Rich is well-intentioned, I am very appreciative because he basically calls me out on me doing something really stupid. Okay, but then I look at, well, great, because now there's going to be 1,000 people who see that and hate me even more. That's just what I needed today when I wake up, right? Getting ready for my live, I wake up in the morning, get ready for my live stream, I look on Twitter, what the fuck? God damn it. Another day where I just want to fucking play games and have fun. I got to deal with more of this fucking stupid drama. And it is what it is. It's life. That's the life of a YouTuber. At least that's been my life. I know a lot of YouTubers don't put up with this kind of shit. They don't have to. I do. That's been my life since I started on YouTube. And I guess it's going to be till the day that I fucking stop. It is what it is. But anyway, I wanted to make this video. I'm not quitting Pokemon Moon. I don't think that my viewers are lazy. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know? Yes, shortly I'm probably not going to be live streaming as much anymore. In fact, today's probably the last stream of Pokemon Moon, and it is what it is. That's reality, okay? And I apologize for being human and for showing that weakness, you know, as often as I do. I try not to do it all the time, but yeah, it comes out, and I fuck up, and I hope that there are at least enough people who understand how life works to know that, wow, if Phil made a mistake, well, he'll come back from that mistake and he'll provide us now with months and months of entertaining content before hopefully he makes another stupid mistake. That's just life. I don't really have much else to say besides I'm sorry, you know, that I say stupid shit like that. And I'm glad that there are people who call me out on it fairly versus people who just make it seem like that's all I am on YouTube. Okay. That's it, everyone. Thank you for listening. Right now, I probably have to call my parents. Shit, I just realized I have about half an hour to call my parents before my stream starts, and then I'm back to work. So that's it. Thanks.
I'm asking honestly, what happened? I bought several of the games. We played through them all. So I'd love to know what happened. Where's the disconnect here? The attendance was good. We had almost 300 viewers on YouTube. So what the hell happened?